Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on the Moneybag 73 channel. Many of you saw this video I made last night about Brian Haggerty, who made an awful attempt at trying to debunk the Mandela effect. And he had 12 thumbs up and 22 down when I did the video, and then I looked later and he had like 18 thumbs up and 120 down or whatever. He's taken the video off of YouTube. However, I found something very interesting on his channel, and I'd like you all to check it out, and I want to do a video on this and have you vote. So anyway, this was an excellent video he did here. Incredible story, and where he talks about there being more to reality than we know. I didn't expect this from Brian, but he's talking about an experience with the Ouija board when he was younger. And I wanted to ask everybody, if you believe in the Ouija board, do you believe that the board actually talks to spirits? You know, that it actually connects with the spiritual world? Now, I had some time when I was younger. I played around with the board and had some weird experiences. And so I would like you to thumb this up if you think that this Parker Brothers game actually connects to the spiritual world. And please leave some experiences down below in the comment section. If you think it's just people pushing the, you know, I don't know what it's called, but the reader or the little plastic thing with the see-through plastic circle on it, if you think it's just people pushing it around, making stuff up, well then please thumb down this video. But I remember playing with some friends and, you know, no one was touching it. And whenever you play it, everyone says, oh, you're moving it and you're moving it. But I had a weird time slip thing happen where we were playing it for like 15 minutes. But it felt like 3 or 4 hours had gone by. It was the weirdest, one of the weirdest feelings I've ever had. And I guess I was maybe 17 at the time. Brian was 18 in his story here, I think. And so it was just a weird time slip thing. I mean, it felt like we had been playing for hours and hours. And then I looked at the clock. It was like 15 minutes had gone by. It was just a really weird time slip thing. But me and a few friends, you know, we had taken time sharing the board for a few weeks, and it seemed like whoever had the board had awful things happening, like a car accident and just weird things. Could be coincidental, but it was like no one wanted to keep the board after a while after we had purchased it. Now, I grew up with a Ouija board in one of the bedrooms of my house when I was a kid, and I always felt weird. I'm getting the chills talking about this now. I always felt something in that room where the Ouija board was kept. My mother's board, who died the year that I was born, so I never got to meet her. But the board was up in a closet in that room for some, you know, I don't know. It just happened to be there. My mom or dad put it there. But that room was just always a weird room. The whole time I lived there at my dad's house, I could just sense like, it was an uneasy feeling. I could sense like spirits or something in that room. And one time I was in the garage talking to my dad about his father. And I asked him something about my grandpa. And in the room, we heard a loud crash. Right when I asked him about my grandpa. I forget what I asked him, but you know, this was 25 years ago or whatever. So I went into the house, into that room, and my grandpa's picture had fallen from the bookshelf on top, where it had just fallen face down on the ground. I mean, that's just bizarre as heck. I mean, there was no reason for it to just fall. It wasn't, I don't know. That's totally unexplainable. But, you know, it was right there. Probably the picture was within, I don't know, 3-4 feet of the Ouija board, which was kept in the closet. I'm not saying there's a connection there. I'm just giving you some information on some of my personal experiences. So I vowed never to mess with this board again since I was probably like 19 years old. Never messed with the board. But I encourage you to listen to Brian's story here. He has an interesting story, and to go ahead and thumb this video up. I didn't ask anyone to thumb the other video down. I just thought it was a poor attempt at debunking something that you cannot debunk. No one can debunk the Mandela effect, even though they try. So this video is really about the Ouija board, and I was hoping you would vote, think whether you agree that the board actually connects to the spiritual world or not. So that's about it. I'm working on some Board of Equalizations tax stuff for my wife's business. Trying to get that done. Don't have a lot of time, but I would like to do another video tonight. So I'll try and put out maybe voting video number 98 or something tonight. See if I can get to that. But that's about it. I will talk to everyone soon.